Okay, I'm going to try and do this with the same level of verve as I normally put into my videos, but I do have C to the O to the V to the I to the mother flaming D. And of course, I'm not really feeling on top of the world right now. But I thought it would be, because I'm bored, I thought it'd be a good idea to tell you what I'm doing, how I plan to deal with this. I felt it on Sunday during the webinar for the trauma program, and then the night was full on hot, cold sweats, shivery, achy, headache. And funnily enough, with the headache, I say funny, I'm a bit stupid sometimes with this, as in I try to avoid using paracetamol, aspirin as much as I possibly can. I haven't taken it for years, actually. So whilst I had this pounding headache for hours, I was thinking, come on, push through, you can get through this. And in the end, I had to succumb because it was really painful. So I am finding the paracetamol is helping. Now, I am upping the dose, obviously, I say obvious, I'm hoping it's obvious to most people. I'm upping my dose of vitamin C, vitamin D3, K2, zinc. This is a good vitamin D3, K2. I love the way they call it a stack these days. Health optimization supplements, very good quality stuff. Electrolytes. This one's from Freak Athletics. This is really good, very clean electrolyte powder. I use this a lot after exercise. I'm also using this regularly every day, a neti pot. Really good at just rinsing out the nasal pathway. I just add some salt, warm water, a few drops of iodine. I did a post on my Instagram in which I said, right, I'm going to chuck everything at this. And this was a post in which I did a short video with the red light in my face. And I thought this would be good because it's a great way of just reducing inflammation. And funnily enough, Red Light Rising then contacted me. I'm not affiliated with them, by the way. That's the lamp that I use, this one. And they said, we've actually done a video on this, interestingly. And there is a case, it's all very early days, but we know obviously that red light can reduce inflammation. We know that it can increase mitochondria and various other things. That seems to be where the studies are going at the moment. Because of that, a medical team in the US, I think, or was it Canada? Yeah, a medical team in Massachusetts paired conventional COVID-19 treatments with red light therapy sessions, following previous research on the beneficial effects of red light therapy. The patient, so bearing in mind this is only one patient, the patient had asthma and had a brain tumor removal. Plus also they were morbidly obese, age 32. But what's interesting is that, of course, this is only based on one person. But within a number of days, the reduction in inflammation of the lungs was greatly reduced. They were applying, I think, 28 minutes 4 times a day for the red light in the chest area. So that's interesting. So I've been doing something similar with that. Also, I have upped the dose of NMN. Apparently increasing this might, please note the word might, help with inflammation and immunity. Again, this is all guesswork, isn't it? I certainly don't see there's a harm in increasing it during this period. Otherwise, obviously, a lot of rest. I'm keeping the fluids down, warm water, as in warm drinks, which just helps with the viscosity. Here's another amusing thing. I was supposed to be giving a webinar on Monday on immune boosting tips. so much for that. But I think when it comes to you being a parent, having a child, if they catch it, they pass it on. I think regardless of whatever immune boosting tips, ideas you have with this particular variant, assuming I've got Omicron, I don't know, I think there's a high chance you're going to get it. And I'm quite grateful. At least I'll now have antibodies for this, so that's good. Oh, another thing that I'm chucking at it is a particular kind of breath work called Ujjayi. I've mentioned it on this channel before. This is the constricting of your throat. It's really good, actually. We talk about it on the program, on the Transcend Your Trauma program. It's very good for reducing anxiety, stress. It also increases nitric oxide, and it also has an antiviral, antibacterial quality to it. But what I find is particularly useful is if I've got a headache, it helps to ease it. Now, I admit, it wasn't easing it that much when I had that pounding headache on Monday. But normally it does. It is known to increase blood. Sorry, it's known as a vasodilator. You can tell my mind is just swimming at the moment. So it increases blood in the blood vessels. So that's good for moving that around the body, getting it to the areas you need it. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope that helps for some people. I am believing this to be a speedy recovery. And I actually think, as a last point, those persons that have unfortunately fallen foul of long-term COVID, I do think the way to prevent that is in the early treatment of this, chucking everything at it, antivirals, etc. Anyway, David Florence, out.